Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. And as always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And when you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. People, fellas, ladies too, we live in an age, I don't know what to call it. You got people out here who are very, very miserable. And instead of listening to a feel-good story, true life story, and saying, hey, that sounds great. Matter of fact, I want to be like that. Matter of fact, I'm going to strive to be like that. I'm going to work to do like that, to be like that. Tell me, what is your secret? You tell people that your life is great, or parts of your life are great, they want to bash you. And I'm wondering if it's hate, are they hating on a woman because, she's happy, married, or is it an agenda, part of the agenda is trying to destroy the family structure in this day and age? I'm gonna read a story off Yahoo News, and I think y'all are gonna be as disturbed as I am. The story reads: woman sparks backlash after revealing she spends each morning drinking coffee with her husband in the garden. That sounds like a great story. It really does. But let's continue. It says a woman has found herself at the center of controversy after she shared a sweet insight into the morning routine she shares with her husband. On Friday, Daisy Beaton, 24, who owns a beauty company called the Holistic Esthetician, revealed on Twitter that she and her husband, Matt Beaton, 25, like to spend their mornings drinking coffee together in the garden. That sounds like a perfectly serene atmosphere. Something that I would think that everybody would love to do at 24, 25, 35, 55, 85. Just to be able to do that, because ain't we in the age where everybody trying to get rich and what's they call fire, financial freedom, financially independent, retire early. Ain't we in the age they're trying to get stocks and bonds and own their own business and get there? So me myself, I hear stories like this, I'm like, shoot, let me see what they do, because I want to be able to relax in the morning and still make decent, make a decent living. But you got these people, and you won't be surprised who is complaining. Let's continue. My husband and I wake up every morning and bring our coffee out to our garden and sit and talk for hours, she wrote. Every morning, it never gets old and we never run out of things to talk about. Love him so much, end quote. Now, although Beaton has seemingly intended to share the tweet about her and her husband's wholesome routine with her Twitter followers as a humble brag, it ended up sparking widespread criticism from users, probably from bots, with some accusing Beaton of being inconsiderate, while others claim the tweet was an indicator of her alleged wealth. These sound like people who get mad at you for calling fat people fat, saying that you're body shaming. Obese people now, I'm saying? I'm a little overweight, ain't gonna deny it, but out of shape, whatever you want to call it, ain't gonna deny it. It don't hurt my feelings to somebody say, hey, you need to slim down, eat different and stuff like that. I mean, it only hits because I know they're right, but other than that, it's the truth, I said, quote, don't you guys go to work? One person asked in a response in the now viral tweet, to which Beaton responded, we do. I own a business and he teaches yoga and is a professional skateboarder, so we work when we want, which is always later in the day. Mornings are sacred around our house. Man, now tell me who in their right mind would not want that kind of lifestyle? Like seriously. Everybody wants to. Nobody wants to get up at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work every day. You know, working 8 hours, or depending on what you do, maybe working 12, 14, 16 hours. Nobody want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you like this here. Contrary to popular belief, we get the bullet corner about the old school and how people say working hard, you work hard, make a decent living. You know what I'm saying? That's the American way. I don't know. I don't believe in all that. You know, you have to work hard and try to kill yourself to make a living. There's way, I mean, there are people that do it, and that's fine. I mean, when you don't have a skill, you know, and you got to use your hands, and you're part of the manual labor force, I mean, it's what you got to do. But other than that, that's not a goal. I feel that, truthfully, that we as people are not made to retire. I think that we are supposed, I believe, you know, just by, and I'm going to go by like scripture readings and looking at people in the past. And I don't think that we're supposed to just sit around and do nothing all day. I believe that we're supposed to, hey, they exercise. He's yoga teacher, so he's skateboarder, so I'm sure they exercise. But I don't think people should just be sitting around doing nothing. I don't think that we're supposed to retire, but when we get a certain age, if we're lucky, if we're blessed enough, we should be doing something that we enjoy for the rest of our life. If we can make money off of it. If you're, like I say, blessed enough for it to happen when you're 24, 25 years old, you should go for it. Don't feel bad, and then don't try to make other people feel bad because they can do it. That's petty. That's childish. You know what I'm saying? That's them miserable ass people. It says, despite the explanation, another person replied, sounds like you and your husband need to get jobs. For hours? But what if you weren't inherently wealthy and had to work and stuff? LOL, someone else wrote. While one person responded, this is lovely, but I'm going to assume y'all have a lot of money. Most people don't have that option, which is true. Most people don't have that option, but it's not a reason for you to hate on them because they do. Say, Beaton responded to one inquiry about her and her husband's schedule in response to the deluge comments, in which she revealed that she typically wakes up early to work out and spend time with her husband before beginning schoolwork and work later in the day. Wake up early to work, quote, wake up early to work out, come home and spend time with my husband and work on school and have breakfast. Go to work around about 12 or 1, get home by 6 or 7, and have dinner, study, do chores, bed, shoes, quote. My days are full, but great. However, in addition to the numerous critical responses from users questioning whether Beaton and her husband work and calling out her alleged privilege, users also took the opportunity to complain about their own daily experiences and inconvenience. Exactly. Misery loves company. People love to complain about how horrible their lives are. There's a saying that I like to say, and it ain't always about you. No one cares about your problems. This woman, while you sitting here bitching and complaining about what she's doing, she's gonna get up tomorrow morning, do her workout, do her little school work, go to work at noon, be home by 6 or 7 o'clock. She said do chores, eat, go to bed. She's going to continue to live her life and be happy in a tranquil society environment while you're still going to be miserable. That is sad. It really is. These people really need to get a life. I've always been a person that I can look at somebody else's life and be like, man, if they got it, I wonder how they got it. As I always told myself, I always told my kids, anybody else that listens, if somebody else can do it, you can do it too. Now, except, beat Usain Bolt or beat Michael Jordan in basketball, probably still can't beat, or beat Mike Tyson, in the boxing ring. Stuff like that you probably can't do no matter how much you train if you ain't never done it before. But if somebody can go to school and learn, you can learn. Somebody can go do some work, you can work. Just Just give me the same tools that they have, and I'll figure it out. I can't do it just like them, but I can complete the job. And that's how you gotta feel. Oh, you got people who got money, living decently, and then these people ask, man, how'd you do it? And they say, oh man, I had to go to school for so many years, and then, working apprenticeship, it took years to learn this. Oh man, nobody got time for all that. Then they go back and be miserable. And really, you do, because you've been complaining for the last 10 years when everybody else, these people, was out figuring out how they're gonna work and be happy at the same time. So next quote. That's cool. I wake up every morning and fight my way through traffic for an hour. This is somebody that's complaining about their life. This ain't about you. Fight my way through traffic for an hour in Miami to get to work. Must be nice, one person wrote. While another said, I wake up every day with chronic pain, partial tunnel syndrome, and wash my OCD medication down with an iced oat milk latte. But whatever, potato, am I right? Whatever the hell that means. This is cute and all, but did you think of all the people who wake up to work grueling hours, wake up on the streets alone or with chronic pain before posting this? You should be mindful next time before bragging about your picture-perfect life. You might upset someone. According to someone else who expressed this disapproval, Beaton's tweet, which has been liked by more than 334,000 times, representing an unattainable goal for most people. I wake up at 6 a.m., shower, and go to work for the shift that is a minimum of 10 hours long. This is an unattainable goal for most people, they wrote. I wake up early in the morning to commute traffic for an hour ahead to work. I wish I had the luxury to chill and decompress in the morning. What was the purpose of this post? Said to make me feel terrible about myself and other person asked. Again, this is not about you. Well, I can't stand miserable people, man. I really can't. Stuff like that, negative people. This is why people block comments on videos and posts. Because folks like this, you think this can't be real. These can't be actual people, because who in the hell cares how miserable your life is? Because my thing is, if all these people are posting negative stuff, shouldn't that tell you something? Shouldn't that tell you that, hey, your life is kind of normal? So not to bitch about it so much, not to complain about it too much, and just go with it and try to make life as pleasant as possible. Everybody has to work, should work. Everybody should keep a job. You do what your skill set allows you to do, and then you make the most of it. Man, I worked in a warehouse for about 13 years. Oh, I know I started I've been working since I was 15, but I'm talking about as an adult. Worked in a warehouse for 15 years. Worked in one place for like 13 years, whatever. And yes, to me, the job was miserable because I knew I should be doing something more. But yet, I won't say I couldn't, but I couldn't really work my plan the way I wanted to at the time because of family situation and money, and that stuff. But as time went on, as much as I did like going to work, there were times where I worked 2 jobs in one day. You know what I'm saying? Go to work, one job, work there all day, go to another job, sleep in the parking lot for like 2 hours, get up, go work at the other job, go home, sleep about 3, 4, 5 hours, head back to the other job, and did that for like a year and a half. Some people do it for years. But it was all part of a plan. And then when I went back to school and tried to start over and, living off credit cards and 401k and student loans, didn't like it. It was miserable. But it was a part of a plan. And it took a long time for that plan to work out. But once it worked out, now I got a little more freedom to do what I want to do and to make things happen without a whole lot of worry. You see what I'm saying? So to sit here and just live in misery because there's nothing else for you, if you that doggone miserable, I'm not say it, but hey, there's ways to stop the misery if you that dang on miserable. But if you got a reason to be on this earth and live, y'all gonna be happy. Find something to be happy about. Go fishing. You know what I'm saying? Read a book. You know what I'm saying? Go walking. Even if you worked all day, go walking. That clears your head. You know what I'm saying? But this here is like, man, this is a depressing story. I say, what did it say? Beaton's tweet also prompted response from individuals who claimed that while she may have a lovely intention, her post left them feeling cringe because of how it unintentionally came off, while others suggest that Beaton is privileged to have a garden in which she can enjoy coffee with her husband. Others claim, you know what you can do? You can sit on your back porch. If you live in an apartment, sit on your back porch, get your little garden box and get your little plant and sit on the back porch and do some Maxwell House or something, some Folgers, Sanka, something, and get your own little cup and sit on the back porch and do the same dang old thing. You might can't do it in the morning, you might can do it in the evening. You might can't do it for hours. You might have to do it for 10, 15, 30 minutes. But you can do the same thing. You can do what she do. You just probably can't do it at that intensity. Like I said, you can run a relay. You can play basketball. You can actually do some sparring in your garage. But it don't mean that you're gonna become a world champion boxer. It doesn't mean you're gonna become an Olympic sprinter. It doesn't mean that you're gonna be an NBA superstar. But you can still do it, just on a different level. Be cool with that. They say others claim that beating her husband's happiness will be fleeting and that their morning routine will change the longer they are married. And it may, and that's not a bad thing. If the change is good. Like they say, with time comes with change, change comes with time. You know, shout out to Big Mike. Something serious. But ain't nothing wrong with that. If it changes, and that's gonna be a good thing. Hey, you're supposed to change and do something different when you get older. You don't do the same monotonous routine every dang all day. That's what makes marriages boring, make relationships boring, and it makes you want to get out of something after a while. Nice, but more impressive if you've been married for years. A cursory look at your profile shows you've barely been married for months. You can't expect customs to stale at barely a few months. One person alleged, which is true. Like I said, over time, they'll change. And then they'll look back and say, you remember back when we used to sit on the porch in our garden and drink coffee? Now we do this, that, and the third. Following the outpouring of negative response to Beaton tweet, many came to the 24-year-old defense. That's cool. With the users turned into humor to point out the ridiculousness of the backlash. I can't afford coffee. The only thing I have to drink in the garden is bird bath water. But I'm like a robber. I'm an actual bird. This tweet is not relatable to my experience as a literal bird. I can't get a house because I'm a bird and I can't apply for a mortgage. Privilege B, one person tweeted sarcastically. Another said, I would never tire this website. Someone would say, I love spending time with my husband, and the replies are like, wow, that's great for you, but I am allergic to bees. My husband and I wake up every morning and bring our coffee to our garden and sit and talk for hours every morning. It never gets old and we never run out of things to talk. Love him so much. My husband is a plant, someone else joking. Others condemn those who attacked Beaton for her light-hearted tweet, which one person claimed that it was not justified. Quote, no, you are not justified for attacking that woman for enjoying time drinking coffee in the garden with her husband, while another person suggested that negative replies were from miserable people. Same damn thing I said. Who hate when others are not also as miserable. And they follow a tweet shared on Saturday. Beaton responded to some of the misconceptions about her life when she clarified that she and her husband are not rich by any means. They have simply worked hard to be where they are. To answer your question, we are not rich. We worked extremely hard to get where we are at. She wrote, we live very minimally and consciously and work jobs that match our lifestyle and allow us to live the life that we do. She concluded the post expressing her gratitude for those who responded with loving and uplifting comments. So there's the thing. Some of y'all like to be seen when you get out there. You know, some of y'all got these fancy cars, highest credit card bills, paying $700-800 a month on a car note for the next 8 years. Yeah, I can understand you being rich. But you want to drive that Cadillac because you want everybody to see that you got a Cadillac. Some of y'all got a house or apartment that, you know, looks nice and it got your house poor. But You want somewhere where you can invite your friends over every weekend so you can have a party. And everybody can see your house and talk good about your house. But not knowing that when they leave, they're going to talk about you behind your back. Like, why is this helper having a party every week? We get tired of coming over here, but they're going to still come over there and drink your wine and eat your cheese and watch your big screen TV. Simple as that. These people are minimalists. I got nothing against that. Shoot, I'm hoping one of these days, like, once everything get right, me myself moving out to a more country atmosphere than where I'm at now, and being able to enjoy the land, get a modest house, minimalist house, keep my truck for the next 30 years. I don't know if you can do that with these trucks nowadays. I know, like my grandfather's truck, he had like a 60-something C10, and I know that son gun was still around in the 90s until I think my uncle wrecked it. But you still see guys with them old trucks now. You know what I'm saying? I see Chevys from the 80s, you know, in the 90s that people still drive. But like I said, I don't know, cars last that long nowadays. I think you know, make everybody go electric. But anyway, the point is, like I said, trying to get to the point where you can live a modest country living and get away from the hustle and bustle of the big city. You know what I'm saying? It's just the type of person I am. But these miserable people, man, they need to get a life. She concluded to express gratitude, said beating also reflected on the unprecedented backlash of a tweet while speaking to BuzzFeed, where she revealed that she found the entire thing so silly. I thought the backlash was so silly. I never thought someone could take what I said and turn it to something negative. Thankfully, the negative comments quickly got drowned out by so many positive and kind comments, she says. For what she thinks of the backlash, Beaton told Rolling Stone that she believes people misinterpret her tweet. I think initially what set people off was the fact that I said how I get to spend hours with my husband every morning. People took it as we don't have jobs or we live a life of luxury, she said, which she clarified not accurate. It's not accurate. It don't matter if they have jobs or not, or if they have money or not. That's their life. I see people post on Instagram all the time, you know, Facebook, in YouTube shorts and stuff, how they taking all these vacations, living a life, you know, showing women, you know, showing bikini pics, twerking in other doggone countries. Killer cussing, man. All the doggone other countries. Going on vacation, these lavish hotels. And I see stuff like that, and I looked at it and like slide right by, because I know a lot of it's fake. A lot of people, because people want to be seen. They want luxury and extravagant stuff. And that really ain't what life is about, you know. Being able to sit and to relax, you know, whether it's with your wife or, you know, with your kids or hell, by yourself. Just be able to sit back and look at what you worked for, what you're able to do, and enjoy what you have because of what you do. Man, that's what life is all about, man. This whole being negative, bickering, complaining about what somebody else has, you don't even know. And that's a funny thing. People complain about stuff and don't even know what another person is going through. And the thing is, nobody cares what you're going through. So just keep your negativity to yourself. When you put that negative energy out there, that's what keeps your life miserable. I believe, you know, words have power. If you stay peaceful, stay tranquil, you know, put that energy out there, people feed off that positive energy, just like they feed off that negative energy. But if you're a positive person, that negative energy is not going to affect you. So, but if you're a positive person and you seek positive stuff and know that there's a positive world out here, then people who speak positive, who put that positive energy out there, people will receive it and embrace it, and it will help. Because you got to think about it. There's some people that's going through some stuff that you might be going through, some negative stuff that you might be going through, but looking for words of encouragement. You know, tired of hearing people complain about their jobs and their kids and their families and stuff like that. Want to hear somebody, you know, you got people that read romance novels and stuff like that, or watch Lifetime movies, because it's a getaway from, you know, play dominoes or whatever, like, you know, find a hobby, because it's a getaway from real life. And what she posted is no different. It's a getaway from other people's real lives. But then when you see that a real life person is doing it, you get mad about it. But you'll see it on TV, you don't care. But you probably the kind of people that watch these Real Housewives of Atlanta and Detroit or whatever. Or, all this message on TV, all this negativity that be on the news and entertainment. It's funny, right? Negativity and entertainment, ain't that crazy? But y'all like to watch that stuff, the car wrecks, the what you call it, the snapped, and wives with knives, things to do from a man, and stuff like that. Y'all like to watch stuff like that, and I guess try to get ideas. Want to talk about other people, but then when somebody comes with something positive and peaceful, you don't know how to react. But anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about this story. Hey, more power to this married couple. Man, live your life. Like, this is something that even I, at my age, I'm probably like 20 years older than both of them. Even I, we're trying to strive for this. Not gonna look at it negatively at all. It's a positive story, it's a good story, but it's sad that miserable people, let's say hurt people, miserable people, just loves company. Anyway, tell me what you think about the story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you.